Yeah, salutations, tubes of Uzi tubesy. If anybody wants to look at this as a manual reviewer or something, I'm not showing anyone how to build any guns. These guns are, there's two of them here I'm going to talk about today. This is a complete Bear Creek Arsenal, BCA-10. Only thing I have upgraded on this so far is the hand grip and the buttstock, which is B5 Systems. I like them, they're really nice. And then we've got our full lib turd, Spikes Tactical 556. Well, this is actually a 223 Wild Barrel, so this is a Bear Creek upper also, with Strike Industries and an ergo grip on the back of it with an MFT unicorns, which funny. Okay, I like them. You know, comical. Haha. You know, funny, haha. These are the Faiachi sights. You can get them on Amazon. Really cheap, but the story here is I bought this upper from Bear Creek in a 6.5 Creedmoor, and I had ordered a Arrow M5 complete lower from them or from somewhere else. So the Arrow came in, and then I get this Bear Creek upper. That's a little bit, I guess is that oil? I need to figure that out. Anyhow, the for something going long range like a 6.5 Creedmoor, you really want a good upper lower mating surface. Let me go ahead and let's get this out of the way. We'll get back to that in just a second. So what we got here is a BCA. I think I folded this one. Fold that to the rear. I did it opposite since it's on an M-lock. It doesn't matter. So there's the Bear Creek Arsenal lower. But if you're shooting long range, one thing you definitely want, and one of the main topics in this video is going to be upper lower fitment. You want high precision quality between the upper and the lower. And this one, there's a little wobble. You can see it just a little bit. Alright, so I'm saying, look at all that oil. I don't understand what all that coloring is from the oil. I was having short stroke issues with the M5. At first, I shot some Aguila, the same ammo. When I got this lower in, I got this lower in Saturday, the 7th of January 2023. And the Aguila seemed to be a little underpowered. When I put in Winchester 6.5 Creedmoor, it went to cycling. Basically, go ahead and get that out of the way. We ain't talking about that. The main topic of this video is the O-ring front lug trick. So I seen this trick, and I did try this trick, and it did work on the Arrow M5 lower. You will want the 15-inch by 1.5 millimeter for AR10s, and you will want the 10 by 1.5 millimeter for AR15s. This is AR15, this is AR10. We'll get to that in just a second. Let me go ahead and start plugging these pins out. So the lower fitment was really not that great on the Arrow. The Arrow didn't fit the Bear Creek upper, and I was getting, and now they did say it will work. That was the crazy thing, because I called Bear Creek. And hey, I understand some of you people are going to be like, oh man, Bear Creek, what's the matter with you? You know, I've had good luck with Bear Creek. I mean, myself personally, me. Wait a minute. Oh, that's locked back. Sorry. Yeah, be better. You can get that done. See, I ain't perfect. Don't say I'm perfect. Never will say I'm perfect. All right, so that big lug right there. There it is. I was looking for this and trying to figure this out. I ended up just buying a big box of them because reasons. But I put the 15 on there. You slide it around, take the O-ring, slide it around that front lug. Oh boy. It'll stretch, but once you get it stretched on there, it will crush down on there. And I don't know where I got this. This is some old tool that I got. Ergo. Oh, it's Ergo. Ergo grips, huh? There's an Ergo grip on one of the things in here today. Funny. I think I got it at one of the gun shows. I go to NRA shows. I've been to SHOT Show. I do travel. But you do that to the front lug, and it will... Now, see, the thing is, Bear Creek said that the M5 will work. Because I called them, and they said it will work, but you can't... Arrow has the rear tensioning lug that goes up through the back. That basically, it's a screw in the lower that goes up through the back and applies tension to the rear lug. So, after you put the upper on... tighten, takes all the wobble out. Arrow has that. Now Bear Creek said, and one thing I'm going to give Bear Creek some shit. If you know this, when you're selling these uppers, you need to put that. I would put that in big, bright, bold letters. Do not tension the upper. You see what I'm saying? That's kind of a dick move if you're telling people that. Shit. It's a pain in the ass once you do this. Getting that thing to seat can be a pain in the butt with that O-ring on it. But, anyhow, let me see. Tactical Toolbox, I'll do him a shout out. He's the first person I seen talking about the O-ring trick. Get a mallet over here. See, the mallet will do it. No, shit. It don't want to go on now. Boy. See how much tighter that thing gets? It don't want to go on. I'm gonna leave it off for a minute. We'll just move on to the AR15 since it's smaller than this big gun. And it was funny when I, before I completely leave the Bear Creek lower. Of course, the Bear Creek lower didn't come with the, which I love that D5 system adjustable stock and this grip. Oh, it's so nice. I like these B5s, and I like the coyote color. It's kind of nice. It came with, of course, you know, standard rip off, throw away, get rid of, have no use for it, and the standard A2 grip. But what I thought was really funny here is, you see that logo in there? See if I got it right side up. No, I don't. Okay. Can you see that logo? That's funny. This is the grip I took off of the BCA. It says Rock River Arms in there. Rock River Arms was the grip that was on attached to the Bear Creek Arsenal lower. So, and one last topic on this. You can see the 6.5 Creedmoor is a stainless barrel. I've been lacking to do this, and I'm going to have to start doing it. This is the first swab through the barrel. This is the second swab through the barrel. And this was the third piece of paper towel that I swabbed through the barrel. So even that one, now I can get rid of that, throw it away. Even that stainless barrel had machining, unless they test fired it. Said it was very undergassed with the M5. I don't know if it just that they have a heavier spring or a heavier buffer. But now that I've got the Bear Creek, it was shooting about 5 o'clock with the arrow ejection pattern. With this one, it's about 4:30 with the Aguila, and then it about 3:30, 4 o'clock with a Winchester. So I'm guessing more pressure from the Winchester. But I wanted to show everybody the O-ring trick, because I mean, that's a good trick to tighten up your uppers and your lowers. Damn good trick. But I looked around, and like I said, Tactical Toolbox talked about it a little bit. And yeah, let me get this. I use a hammer. I hate getting that. I hate getting them pins started. They suck so bad. Anyway, so Tactical Toolbox was the one talking about that, and I was looking for it and I was trying to find it, and then somebody said, you know, get the, what in the hell? Oh, I did put it, maybe is it the arms core? I got a no, is it arms core? Armaspec. This is the now this is another thing. This is the Armaspec silent recoil buffer in the back there. I'm going to try that out and play with that. But for people to know, what I was looking at online was they were saying the 10 by 1.5 millimeter O-ring is the proper O-ring for the front lug of the AR-15. I haven't tried it yet. I'm trying it live on camera now, so I hope it's the right one. Oh shit. Now I got to keep the gloves on. People would comment about the gloves. I guess that's my stick or whatever. You know, everyone's got to have their little stick. But just wrap this around the front lug. Nope. People were saying to use a 10. I didn't try it on the AR-15 before the video. Apparently I should have, because boy, that's tight. But they'll break, but they will. And supposedly it cleans up the slop. Shit. And I forget, I gotta, oops, we had to reach over there and grab that tool. Let's see if this will help me get it right up on there. And it went. Now that's a little, I don't know about that front piece. It's a little, I mean, it was already pretty good and tight, but you know, I didn't feel like it really, you know, the spike seems to match up pretty well with it. Anyway, oh well, it went on. All right, there we go. That was pretty. See, that one went snap pretty easy. Pretty odd. Pretty funny for. I was having an issue with that one, but what that'll do is tighten up your upper and your lower. Take some wobble out of it. But no, that was the one, the 10 by 10 millimeter by 1.5 O-ring, and then for the AR-15 it was I used a 15 by 1.5. Well, that's basically, it's a DPMS patterned. So I know I got a lot in here I'm talking about, and maybe I'm a little all over the place, and sorry for that. But the main topic of that was supposed to be ways to make your upper lower fitment tighter for better accuracy, what size O-ring to use. Some people were saying use nitrile and other things, like other stuff like that will make a you know, more heat resistant, because these will get hot up front and they will break. They're most likely junk after using them. I will say, when I took the Aero M5 off of this upper there, it was the O-ring hadn't broke, but I just don't trust it. Anyhow, there's that with the M5 disclaimer. As of now, the 6.5 Creedmoor is running. I don't need to send it back to Bear Creek. Again, they issued an RMR to send it back to them, and I wanted to try their lower before I sent it back, because the fitment from the Aero to that upper, way worse. If you're gonna go to Bear Creek and buy the AR10 DPMS style upper, because it's not really an AR10 upper lower combo, it's hybrid. It's an AR15 AR10 hybrid. DPMS came up with it it was the late 90s, early 2000s. Basically, from here, well, I mean, even that's AR15. The only real thing that DPMS did was longer lug and bolt catch is bigger. That's pretty much it. Everything else on this lower is, this AR15. But the mag's milled out to accept the big boy 7.62 by 51 308 Winchester, 6.5 Creedmoor, 243 Win. I think Bear Creek's doing the 22 250 in this style, which is kind of overkill. You could make it fit in one of these, but whatever. You'd have to start milling these out special like Olympic did. I believe Olympic Arms did that. However, I wanted to talk about, Bear Creek as some of y'all, I mean, they're not the only guns I have, it's a hot button topic these days. These gun tubers are all crazy and nutty about, people get pretty nutty about what they use and, brands and everything. And I'm like, I'm not a brand guy. I don't really care. If it works, it works. Shoot your guns, make sure they work. I've found out here recently with one of the guns that I've had for, oh man, I had that gun for 8 years and it didn't work. And when I contacted, and again, you shit on me if you want to, it's a Century. It was a Century Arms. It was a PT91 or something, or it was the 5.56 variant of the HK. It looks like a Setney 308, but 5.56. And the only thing I could do was get large roller lockers to try to lock it in because the lockup was bad. And I didn't check it, never checked it, just stayed it in the safe, and it was a Safe Queen. And apparently the barrel was pinned on wrong. And even with the large, it still won't cycle right because of the roller lockup is not right. I bought, next size. I stepped up the size of the rollers and it didn't fix it. So check your guns, fire your guns, make sure they work. I'm not going to tell you to fire a lot out of it. No, I would suggest you get a couple magazines and clipazinas or whatever. Put 2 rounds in each and then just cycle through it. Maybe one full mag, cycle through it. Go at different rates of speed. Make sure everything's functioning before you depend on it and put your life on the line for it. Don't put your life on the line if you don't know if it shoots. That's all I'm saying. But can you get some decent stuff from cheaper manufacturers? Sure. Is this a Daniel Defense? No, absolutely not. I get it. They've got more better tooling and better machining and higher quality controls. I understand that, but I like to play with numbers and have a lot of cheaper toys around. But anyhow, I'm running a little long-winded. Just remember, you can get a 10 by 1.5 and a 15 by 1.5 millimeter O-ring around that lug if you need to get a little tightening up. Not shitting on Arrow or anything. Their gun was most likely made for a 308, and I'm not sure if that would have cured the ailment. But Bear Creek and Arrow, he was real adamant about that lug needing to be backed all the way down for the gun to work, which tells me if that lug is pushing all the way up on the rear lug of this upper here, if the rear lug of the upper is all the way up, there could be some fitment hit issues between the bolt carrier and the top of your lower receiver. You don't want that. I would just advise against it. Don't do it. This was only $282, I think, on Bear Creek with a, I added in a carry handle because it was, so you can see Bear Creek, there you go. $282, had $23 of shipping, And I was like, if I spent another $18, I'd get free shipping. So this was $40. And I thought, just send it to me. You know, it's $23 off now, so I'll take it. Just a little thing on Bear Creek, a little talk about Bear Creek and the AR market. I know I really haven't talked much about ARs in my videos, but I do absolutely love them. I've built a few. I've built a couple of them from scratch, you know. And in the end, it really, even building the upper, it's really kind of a Lego thing. You know, it's like a Lego, like an adult Legos Rector set. But anyhow, video's running long, over 20 minutes. Sorry if you're still with me. I appreciate you listening through my rants and discussions about videos about guns. If you're not, hey, sorry I couldn't keep you to the end. I know I was a little all over the place. But if you're with me, hey, thanks. You know, like, book, and subscribe, share, whatever you want to do. Anything. I try not to do that. You'll never hear me ask for money. And still, as of today, everything I have was bought with my cash. Nothing has been given to me. Nothing. I have no loyalty to nobody. And I don't want any loyalty to anyone. I don't want freebies to do reviews or none of that. Never will. I'm going to be adamant about that. But anyway, we'll see y'all in the next video. Y'all stay safe, keep plinking, and remember, you know, this is what keeps your freedoms. Y'all have a good day. See you in the next video.